Live from KSAT 12, the Nightbeat starts right now.
Well, if you like cooler weather, you have reason to be hopeful.
That's right. Meteorologist Adam Caskey is standing by. And Adam, you keep talking about this taste of fall. When are we going to get it?
Yeah, it's not going to come right when you wake up tomorrow, but by tomorrow afternoon, I think by 4 p.m., you're going to feel the changes. And you look at the day planner for tomorrow, think, well, what's the difference? I mean, 72 in the morning, 92 in the afternoon. Here's the key. A gusty northeasterly wind will eventually push in drier, less humid air that'll give us a little taste of fall, something we haven't felt in months. And morning temperatures by Sunday and even Monday that we haven't felt since May. So here's a look at the dew point, still a bit muggy. To start the day tomorrow, even at the noon hour, a bit muggy, dew points low to mid 60s. And then notice by 4 o'clock, the drier air is here and you're going to feel that refreshing feeling outside, that nice northerly wind with that dry, less humid air. And that's going to set the stage for the cooler mornings on the way. Again, not first thing in the morning tomorrow. We'll have to wait till tomorrow afternoon, but by Sunday morning, we're down to 62 degrees. Monday morning, same story. Doesn't sound significant, but we haven't been there since late last May, and that's about 10 degrees below average for this time of year. Also an area we're watching in the Gulf of Mexico. We're going to have an update on that in just a bit.
All right, thank you, Adam. Want to get to something we got into the KSAT 12 newsroom a couple of hours ago. New video tonight from the Bexar County Sheriff's Office. Dash cam video that shows the moment a sheriff's deputy runs over a suspect.
So let's go back here. It happened on July 16th on a street called Donley Cove. That's near Culebra Road and Alamo Parkway. So BCSO says that pursuit began after a deputy noticed a passenger, 20-year-old Ivan Castillo, in another vehicle on Culebra Road holding a gun outside of the car window. So Deputy Stephen Antu then followed that vehicle for several minutes.
When Antu tried to pull the driver of the vehicle over, he says that person refused to stop. When the vehicle finally did stop, Castillo got out of the car. You see it right there, dropped the gun. Video shows Castillo picking that gun back up and running across the street. The video ends right before the BCSO patrol unit runs Castillo over.
So the sheriff's office is saying that Castillo was detained and given medical attention by first responders, and he was released from the hospital days later. He's charged with evading arrest.
As for Deputy Antu, he's placed on administrative leave before being placed on administrative duty while the investigation takes place. That is standard Bexar County Sheriff's Office policy. This incident is still under investigation. And new tonight, 3 men who were arrested for jugging. They walked in front of our cameras tonight. They're accused of jugging, a kind of crime that's happening more and more.
Yeah, jugging is when criminals wait for people who are walking out or taking out money from a bank or an ATM. They then follow that person and then rob them of that money.
The night team's Zaria Oates there as those suspects were taken to jail.
Did you steal from anyone?
I don't steal.
20-year-old Jacoby Williams, 25-year-old Dontrell Clark, and 25-year-old Boderick Graves. These are the latest 3 individuals arrested and charged with jugging in San Antonio. The crime is becoming a major problem in the area, and the San Antonio Police Department is watching individuals who may be committing these crimes in hopes of minimizing the number of incidents.
So each of those suspects were serial offenders. They have several previous theft charges. They have a system, they have a routine of operating and doing these kinds of thefts, robberies. Jugging is actually a major problem. We're seeing a lot of it. Our financial crimes investigators are very busy, and that is not a good thing. So we really want the public to know, if you have a large sum of money, take it with you. Do not leave it in your car.
SAPD did not have the number of jugging incidents they've seen so far this year. However, they did make it clear that this is a problem they're actively working against. Now, SAPD reminds both residents and tourists that if you're carrying a large sum of money, do your best to conceal that money until you're in a safe place. Zaria Oates, KSAT 12 News.
A woman has died after being hurt in a bleacher collapse at the Kendall County Fairgrounds in Boerne. This comes one day after the city of Boerne confirmed those bleachers were being worked on right before that collapse. Earlier this week, KSAT investigators revealed inspectors had checked out the fairgrounds the day before those bleachers went down. They didn't find any violations, but the city says that inspection did not look at these bleachers. A structural engineer is going to come out and inspect the bleachers. We spoke with a civil engineering professor from UTSA about what that inspection could look like.
I think the first, probably the first item of business would be to try to figure out what were the causes of the collapse and try to understand if, for example, there's part of those bleachers that are still standing.
The city says that report should be available within the next month. Have you seen this woman? San Antonio police are looking for Jillian Bartow. She was last seen yesterday on Mid-Crown Drive near Eisenhower Road on the northeast side. She was wearing a beige jacket, blue jeans, had a backpack. Police say she has a tattoo on the right side of her chest. If you know where police can find Jillian Bartow, you're asked to call SAPD's Missing Persons Unit at 210-207-7660.
Pete Arredondo, the former Uvalde School District Chief of Police, is trying to get the charges against him dismissed. Today, his attorney filed a motion to overturn that indictment against him. You may remember that back in June, Arredondo and another former school police officer were indicted in connection with the botched law enforcement response in the Robb Elementary School shooting. And in their motion, Arredondo's attorneys say the school districts and their employees don't have a duty to protect students from third-party threats. The lawyers also said that the children were already in danger by the time that Arredondo responded. Uvalde District Attorney Christina Mitchell did not immediately respond to a request for comment. The 14-year-old Appalachia High School shooting suspect and his father are both going to stay in custody after making their first court appearances today. That teen suspect is going to be tried as an adult and is charged with 4 counts of felony murder for allegedly shooting and killing 2 teachers and 2 students at the school in Winder, Georgia. His father's facing charges for letting his son possess a weapon.
And back here at home, big fires, black smoke, trouble breathing. These are the community concerns that we've reported for nearly a year now when it comes to the safety of salvage yards. But a new task force created by the city is set to address this, or at least try. Today, we learned who will be on that board. The city listed 9 industry representatives and 9 community members to be part of this team. They'll review Chapter 11 fire prevention and Chapter 16 licenses and business regulations of San Antonio City Code. Those names listed right now on KSAT.com. This task force is expected to provide recommendations by early 2025. Another round of major construction closures on the northeast side this weekend. The westbound ramp of Loop 1604 at the I-35 interchange and the northbound ramp that connects 35 to 1604 will be closed. Those closures are going to start at 9 tonight. They started actually at 9 tonight. They end at 5 in the morning on Monday. And right now on KSAT.com, we have a map with alternate routes. If you plan on traveling in the area, to see it, just scan the QR code. Well, if you see it, go to KSAT.com. We can hook you up there. The filming of the TV show 1923 will impact several closures downtown in the coming weeks. Starting today, roads and sidewalks will be open, but there will be no street parking on Broadway between East Pecan Street and East Travis. Then later this month, there will be no street closures. There will be street closures, rather, from Broadway to Travis Streets due to the show's filming.
Exciting stuff. Switching gears now, we are getting ready for this year's Head for the Cure 5K. It's going to be on September 28th at Providence Catholic School, and you could register right now. Scan the QR code right there on your screen. It'll take you directly to the website to register, and you have to know this. The money that's raised here goes to brain cancer research. For more information, just visit ksatcommunity.com. A washout for many in San Antonio this week after all that rain. We showed you those pictures, and here's the thing. Our local zoo, no exception. They were forced to close their doors for a day, and it hit their bottom line harder than you may think. How you can help, that's next on the Nightbeat.
Remember all that flooding we saw throughout the city this week? Well, the San Antonio Zoo also caught in the rain. The flooding actually forced the zoo to shut its doors on Tuesday, something that hurt the zoo financially.
We saw around $60,000 in lost revenue for the day, which is pretty significant.
Yeah, $60,000. Most of the mess from the storm cleaned up now. The zoo counting on visitors to come back and other donors to help rebuild that budget. You can also help by donating directly through the zoo's website. Just head over to sazoo.org.
Well, some good news for them is that they're going to continue to dry out this weekend because the rain chances are significantly lower.
Yeah, they are. And actually, the air is going to dry out, too. The dew points will be dropping, like I talked about. Humid out there right now. Dew point is 66 and even near 70 in New Braunfels. But look at the wider view. The drier air is off to the north. Dew points in the 50s and 40s. North Texas and Oklahoma. Guess what? That's headed our way. Like I said before, it's not going to be here first thing in the morning. It's not going to be here at lunchtime tomorrow. By 4 p.m. is when I think you'll really notice the change tomorrow. And it's going to last for a few days. Sunday, Monday, very low humidity. It starts to creep upward again on Tuesday. So for the most part, it's a 2.5 day break, roughly, from the humidity before it surges back into place. And that's going to have a direct impact on those low temperatures, like I said before. Low 60s Sunday morning and Monday morning. We are watching this area, the cluster of clouds and storms in the Gulf of Mexico. And actually, this is along a frontal boundary that's through the northern Gulf of Mexico. And a little weak surface swirl, low pressure system. And it's just one of those things that the National Hurricane Center thinks, well, let's just investigate this. Basically, put a little more measurement resources into it and modeling information as well. It's likely to drift southward over the weekend and then take a turn northward. Obviously, there's some disagreement amongst the computer models. There isn't really a well-defined steering flow with this. But as it stands now, once we get into next week, say especially Tuesday, Wednesday, it should be close to the Texas Gulf Coast. Could be inland, could be offshore. Either way, it's just going to have some rain with it. Even if it turns into another tropical depression, it would, if it gets a title, it would really just still have some rain. But right now, we're not all that confident that we would see much of that rain. It's early and things can change between now and then. 20% chance on Tuesday, a 30% chance on Wednesday from that system. We talked about tomorrow, low 90s, low humidity by the afternoon. Sunday morning, you're in Kerrville, 56 degrees near sunrise. Fredericksburg, 54 degrees to start the day. Not quite as refreshing farther south of town, Cotulla, Beeville at 67 for the morning low. But here in town will be low 60s both Sunday morning and Monday morning. A lot of sunshine, but you will notice the breeze this weekend. It's going to be a little gusty. North-northeasterly wind 15 to 25 with some higher gusts. And that's especially tomorrow, that north wind. But we can thank that north wind for the drier, less humid air. And notice once the humidity returns next week, those morning temperatures go right back up. There is a direct correlation, of course, between the two of them. Here's a live look outside with our live cam, and a clear sky. And if you notice the nice little crescent moon rising in the horizon, especially if you're at a football game, you probably looked off to these and saw that nice little crescent moon out there.
Lovely. Thank you.
All right, you know, in the NFL, they call it any given Sunday. I think it's any given Friday. This is a bounce-back game of the week tonight.
Yeah, so Brennan, Smithson Valley. Smithson Valley won last week. Brennan did not. And the Brennan Bears really wanted to prove that they're a very good team, and they are a good team. And tonight was the night that they wanted to prove that. And we also have the Worst Bowl featuring New Braunfels and New Braunfels Canyon. Hey, it's the same video twice. It's twice as nice, folks. We got all your highlights coming up.
We're the Smithson Valley Cheerleaders, and you're watching big game coverage on KSAT 12. Let's go, Rangers!
It's our game of the week here on KSAT 12. The Brennan Bears at the Smithson Valley Rangers tonight.
Yes, and the crowd at Rangers Stadium hoping to see Smithson Valley put up similar numbers to their road opener last week, where they shut out Roosevelt 45 to nothing.
All right, let's go. Number 3, Smithson Valley strikes first. The handoff goes to Brad Sowersby. He gets a nice hole thanks to his own line, hits the second level. He's off to the end zone. 37-yard touchdown run, of the Rangers lead 7-0. But the Bears claw right back. Running back Mekhi Thompson gets the ball, and watch him go to work, breaking a tackle, and he finds Pater 34 yards later, and this game is tied at 7-all. Time for the Bears defense to bring the pain. Rangers pass goes to Brody Day, and Bears DB Jalen Garner lowers the boom. Day, thankfully, was good to go. Late second quarter, the Bears take the lead. This time it's running back Malik White. He gets to the outside, and he just outruns the Rangers defense for a 57-yard touchdown. It's 14-13, Brennan. That's your halftime score, and the Brennan Bears would not lose the lead from there, and they win by the final of 24-13.
I hate losing, but you learn more from a loss. I think we learned a lot from losing last week and had a bad taste in our mouth about it, so we wanted to come out hard and really show who we really are, and I felt like we were able to do that tonight against an outstanding team.
This win was super important. A lot of people put us down, but we're going to get right back up every single time.
It just feels great, just coming out here and getting a great win over a well-coached Smithson Valley team and just, bouncing back from adversity from last week. Yes, sir.
These kids were having a good time tonight at Orem Stadium. The Alamo Heights Mules were hosting the Churchill Chargers. Second quarter, Mules are down 7-0 when Michael Terry III scores them a couple yards out, and it's now 7-all. Later in the frame, Mules quarterback Watson Lasswell with plenty of time to throw. He steps up and fires deep down the field to Hunter Conger for a sweet toss and catch, 48-yard touchdown. The Mules lead 14-7, and the final from Orem, 21-7, Alamo Heights.
The Worst Bowl taking center stage in New Braunfels this evening. The New Braunfels Unicorns visiting the Canyon Cougars. Will Canyon keep the town red, or will New Braunfels turn it blue? The Cougars strike first after a bad punt. Unicorns answer right back, and what a catch by Caden Mills. The junior makes his defender miss and turns on the Jets and gets into the end zone. Canyon would retake the lead before halftime. The blitz is too much to handle. The defense with the scoop and score. How did this one end? New Braunfels Canyon keeps the crown, 38-21, the final. Two teams off to a 1-0 start. Only one will remain undefeated as Taft welcomes Eagle Pass to Ferris Stadium. The Taft Raiders trailing Eagle Pass 21-7 in the second quarter. Eagle Pass on the 3-yard line when Taft forces the turnover, but the Raiders are pinned near their own goal line, and it results in a safety. Those 2 points were the difference. Eagle Pass edges out Taft 26-24. Well, Del Rio is coming off of a Week 1 loss to Tybee. Warren fell to Laredo United, so first win of the season on the line between the Warriors and Rams at Gustafson Stadium tonight. Great play here. Del Rio fakes the handoff. There's an opening on the outside for 21 yards, and that drive ends with Del Rio's Furman Rodriguez muscling his way into the end zone, and Del Rio would stay on top, defeating Warren 24-17.
The Pleasanton Eagles playing football with the Jefferson Mustangs at the SAISD Sports Complex tonight. Fourth quarter, Eagles QB Cade Segura finds his tight end Ryan Morales, and he picks up positive yards inside the 5-yard line. Moments later, handoff goes to Eric Coronado for a short touchdown. It's 21-7 Eagles, and Pleasanton wins 21-14.
Alamo Stadium is where we find the YMLA Lions squaring off against the Kennedy Rockets. This is one way to get scoring started. Kennedy's defense suffocating the Lions. The ball is popped loose, and it's scooped up by senior Rocky Apolinar. Will he take it the distance? Yes. Touchdown, Kennedy. Apolinar with the fumble recovery return for a 55-yard touchdown. But in the end, YMLA comes out victorious 28-14. More non-district play between Lee and Southwest Legacy at Comalander Stadium. The Titans coming off of a Week 1 win over Jefferson, but it's Lee who strikes first. Tahari Chandler finds the seam, and the sophomore is too shifty. He goes untouched for 6. Southwest Legacy answers. Aiden Garcia with a dime over 2 defenders to Cano Esquivel for the touchdown. Sophomore to senior connection there. And Southwest Legacy goes on to win it 28-14. Roosevelt looking to bounce back from getting shut out by Smithson Valley last week. East Central also hungry for a win after falling short to Harlan. First half, East Central's Isaiah Mackey, he buys time and goes deep to a wide open Frank Lopez in the corner of the end zone. And Mackey leads the Hornets to victory 55-28.
All right, south side of Central Catholic. Now, when our photographer got there a little after 9 p.m., the game is over, and the Buttons were celebrating a win with their fans and the student section. Now, this one went to a running clock as Central Catholic shuts out Southside 62-0. Wow. All right, we still got the BGC road trip and other scores before we're done tonight.
Yes, but first, let's listen to members of the Lee High School band warming up before the game. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Well, we don't have road trip highlights, a little bit of technical difficulties, but here's how things all played out on our Week 2 BGC road trip. Kennedy proves victorious over Skidmore-Tynan 34-16. Poth puts up 51 points over Falls City, 51-13 the final. And Sam Houston comes out on top over Floresville, 18-2.
All right, another scores. We have number 8 Johnson falling to number 4 Piper tonight, 38-24. We've also got a couple more ranked teams here with Southwest beating Lockhart 36-23. Number 12, what do we got there? Judson, number 12, 28 falls to Hutto by 1 point, 29-28. You have Davenport over Kerrville-Tybee, 52-34. Davenport's number 1 in our sub poll. Lavernia falls to Cuero tonight, 35-28. Bandera over Ingram Moore by 7, 28-21. We've got Randolph and Hondo, 2 more teams there. So we got Randolph over Blanco, 19-12. Hondo beating Carrizo Springs, 40-6. We've also got Somerset, no problems tonight with McCollum, 30-7. Antonian beats Navarro, 35-14. And we've also got Jordanton falling to Divine tonight, 34-19. Stockdale 3 better than Cole, 24-21. We've got Medina Valley falling to Bernie Champion, 41-28. Lytle over Natalia, 30-14. So for all your scores, you can go to biggamecoverage.com. Now tomorrow night, Saturday night, we got a big game. Number 1 and number 2 in the city, Reagan and Steele. Reagan's number 2, Steele's number 1. They're going to face off tomorrow night. And what do we have for college football tomorrow, Mary?
Oh, we have a lot going on. We have Texas in action. The big one that I know everyone locally will be watching, UTSA taking on Texas State. Our Nick Mantis will be there with reports. And, hey, Larry, NFL-wise, will be out in Cleveland.
Yeah, flying out to Cleveland tomorrow with photog Adam Higgins. So we'll have Cowboys, Browns Sunday night, an instant replay. Of course, we'll have your Houston Texans highlights as well, and all the news around the NFL and whatever else we can throw in instant replay.
Finally.
You know, Larry, you and I talked about the fact that this is the time to go to Cleveland.
Yeah.
September in Cleveland's a lot nicer than December, January.
And I do have a couple of lighter jackets to take because I see it's going to be a little cooler at night.
I know.
A little fleece or something.
Yeah.
You'll be good.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Hey guys, we got our road trip started with an emotional home opener at Kennedy as a Lions dance team wore those purple shirts to honor their late teammate Madison Rodriguez, who passed away after a car accident on August 19th. The Lions got out to a great start. First possession, Carson Reyes got some room and takes off for a 25-yard run and into the red zone. Later in the drive, on the 1-yard line, the Lions got that pack mentality, pushing through the defense and helping QB David Salas get in for the touchdown. Now over to our second stop.
We're here at Falls City, halftime against Poth, and we got here just in the nick of time to help them inflate the inflatable before the second half. Let's go. Oh, it's not that bad. I grew up right outside of Boston, so we never had anything like this.
Wow. The Poth Pirates were leading 28-6 at the break, but in the third quarter was a defensive battle as Falls City and its defense was able to stop the Pirates on this fourth down play. And at our final stop, the mighty Tiger Band had the vibes bumping for the fourth quarter as Floresville was hosting Sam Houston. The Tigers looking for a first down, but the pass is intercepted by Trevante Thompson, who takes it back to around midfield, and the Hurricanes would capitalize on that mistake. Myvion Franklin Ross finds Terrence Harper for a 15-yard touchdown pass. That'll do it for the road trip. Mary, back to you in the studio.
Are you going to play Mary, or you want me to play?
I think you'd make a better Mary.
I think I would too. Thank you, Nick. Have a great weekend. Glad we got the road trip in.